You know you've reached the best part of summer when the garden finally starts feeding your family. And where I grew up, one of the first things to hit the supper table every year was a pot of half runners and new potatoes. This is Raised on This.
Raised on this, from the hills to the table. Raised on this.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my series Raised on This, where I'll show you all foods that I grew up eating in deep Appalachia, and you get to decide if this is weird or if this is actually really delicious. Today's recipe reminds me of home every single summer. Half runners and new potatoes. Now, if you didn't grow up in Appalachia, you may have never heard of the term half runner, but around here, you knew exactly what that meant. Fresh green beans from the garden. New potatoes dug straight out of the ground. Cooked low and slow until everything came together into one simple, unforgettable meal. There wasn't anything fancy about it, but somehow it always tasted like summer. Now, let's get into it. Our very first step into making our half runners is you gotta string them. So you break one side and you string, and you break the other side and you string, and you break them in half. Next step here is that we are going to just wash these beans real good. After I got my beans in the pot, I got some new potatoes here I've washed. I'm just going to cut those in half and add them to the pot. Now, I've added in me a salt pork for some flavor, as well as a heaping spoon of bacon grease. I'm going to hit this water with a little kosher salt and some minced garlic. Then I'm just going to fill them up with some water. I'm just going to give this a little stir here. Get everything incorporated. And lid it. We're going to cook it low and slow until they're tender. Okay, I've got these done. I took them off. You see they're nice and tender. These have been cooking for probably 4 hours, but they are done. And they smell amazing. Good old half runners from the garden with some new potatoes. Seasoned real good in salt pork. Cooked low and slow all day long. Let's get into it. My Lord. You just don't get fresh meals like this from the store. I'm sorry. You can't order this at McDonald's. Okay. It's where you come in. Did you eat half runners for dinner growing up? Did you break beans with your mama on the front porch? If you didn't, go find you some half runners. Use my instructions and make them just to see what you're missing out on. I promise you won't be sorry. And you all just keep coming back, because we just going to keep bringing the heels back to the table, one dish at a time. Love y'all.